to order. We do have a quorum. We need to approve the minutes from January 19th, 2010. Anyone had a chance to review and care to make a motion? I'll make a motion to accept them. Anyone care to second January's?
She'll say, give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
Even though I wasn't here, I'll make a motion. I'll
You'll
second.
Yeah. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Approve the minutes from March 16th, 2010.
I'll make the motion to approve those minutes.
And I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, on to new business. We have a renewal for off-premises beer permit for Laro's Market located at 415 Old Nashville Highway. Miss Renee Dillon, if you'll please approach the podium.
I don't know if I can walk up here.
And if you will give your name and address for the record, please, ma'am.
My name is Renee Dillon. My business is at 415 Old Nashville Highway in Laverne.
All right. Anyone for Miss Dillon?
You do understand all the laws and ordinances for selling beer in the
Yes.
city of Laverne?
Yes,
And you do have a copy of
yes.
that information? All right.
Has there been any incidences or issues in the past couple of years that they've had the permit that we know of?
Not that's come before the board at this point.
And I will go ahead and say that all three of the applicants on the agenda tonight, the background checks came back okay on all three. So.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone care to make a motion on the renewal of this application?
I'll make the motion to accept the application.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. You have been renewed, Miss Dillon.
Thank you.
All right. Next order of business is renewal application for off-premises beer permit for the Laverne Super Cheap Discount Tobacco and Beer at 206 Old Nashville Highway. Mr. Natty? Yeah. If you'll state your name and address for the record, please, sir.
Mina Nedi, and the business is 206 Old Nashville Highway, Laverne, Tennessee.
All right. This one is also another renewal. And we've not had any problems out of this one that's come before this board yet either. Does anyone have any questions?
And you did receive a new copy of the ordinance this time, Bruce, do you? Because it's changed since 2 years ago, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I have no problems. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You've been renewed, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Bruce, get with you. Thanks. All right.
I'll be in touch with you to get you a new permit.
Thank you.
All right, next order of business, on-premises beer application for Tequila's Mexican Restaurant located at 580 Waldron Road. Mr. Brazier?
Yes, Calvin Brazier at 580 Waldron Road. Laverne, Tennessee.
Okay. Is this the first business that you have owned and operated, or?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a co-owner with my father-in-law. It's the first. The business was previously already there, and we basically bought out the old owner and took over. I noticed there was like some past due debts that we just found out about, and we paid those. And now we're trying to put everything in our name, so everything is just now being transitioned into us. So the business was probably there maybe 6 months before we had it, for as far as my knowledge.
Okay. And how are you planning on training all your employees as far as to our ordinances?
Well, obviously first they had to go through the ABC testing to be able to serve alcohol. And then we also have a previous manager from that establishment that transferred over, and they're just picking up where they left off, and they've set them through the whole ropes of how to run it.
Does anyone have any other questions?
And you've owned the business how long?
Now it's going on, this is April, about 2 months officially.
Good.
We came in as a part owner, and then we bought them out. We were a part owner since maybe November, and we just bought them out.
So the partner that's listed on the application is the former owner?
Is Alberto?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the former owner.
So does he have any interest in the business at this point? None whatsoever? He's not an employee there, nothing? Okay.
I think earlier you mentioned that you bought the business with your father-in-law, but it lists you here as 100% owner.
Yeah, what that was, it was just, on that application, I just put down 100, but my father-in-law is, how do I split it? My father-in-law is like 85% and I'm 15%. I just put down 100. I thought that I would just have to put that on the application, so. But yeah, it's a partnership with me and my father-in-law.
Okay. I think we'll probably need a new application, won't we?
Because right now, the liquor license, I think and everything is already in my name, because before my father-in-law became like majority owner, I was the manager of the restaurant, and everything was already put into my name. And now everything is being put in my name again, but my father-in-law is just the majority owner. Now I'm actually a part owner, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, he owns 85%, you only own 15, and he's not on here at all.
At all?
Okay.
And it lists you as 100% owner. So,
What would be the procedure to have to fix that? He'd have to come back next month with an appropriate application.
I don't think we really have a procedure in place for this situation. I would think that you could either require a new application, defer it till the next month, and give him time to bring that application in so we can run the new background check. If you deny the application, he would have to resubmit and pay the fees all
Pay
over
the fee
again.
again.
And that's a question that the board would need to decide, how you want to pursue that. Because the fee is non-refundable.
Right.
But it's up to the board, however you want to handle it.
With them having ownership for 2 months, does the current permit still allow sales? It is, that
He
one's,
should not be selling beer right
So
now
that should not
because
be
this permit
Are you selling
was actually
No.
turned
beer
in.
or alcohol at this time?
No, he told me I couldn't. So
Okay.
we haven't sold anything. That's why I was trying to get in here, because we're
Right.
running and we're not selling any alcohol. So.
Because this
Right.
permit was revoked at the last meeting because they did not pay
I
their
was
privilege tax.
thinking
on
we'd
time.
had a problem
Right.
with that, yeah.
So
That's what I was
when he
thinking.
came in, I told him he could not sell on that permit. He would have to apply for a new permit. So he wasn't supposed to be selling, and he apparently is not going to sell.
Okay.
Could we approve pending a correct application
But we don't have the background check to,
and pending
No.
the background check?
I mean, yeah, you could approve it subject to a revised application being submitted and the background check coming back okay. You know, and then we could bring it back at the next meeting and just to verify that. But, you know, there again, that's entirely up to the board how you want to do it.
I got one question that may make this decision a little easier. Is your father-in-law, how long has your father-in-law been a part of the business? Was he a part of the business when the revocation took place for failure to pay the privilege tax?
Yeah, he was in, okay, my father-in-law got involved basically because he had the money to help support it. He didn't really have any, he wasn't a legal owner. He was basically just giving money to help the business grow. And then we had lawyers getting involved, and slowly he was become an owner. So when he was giving money to help fund the business, the previous owners, they were so in debt, he was just giving money to help it run. So he wasn't aware of any license expired or anything. And then when we finally got everything squared away, that's when we were notified, and then we have paid every debt that we known. We came and paid the past owners' debts for not paying the privilege tax, liquor tax, every type of tax we've had to take on his debt. So my father-in-law has been involved since, like I said, like September, October, November. But he wasn't an official owner. He was just basically paying all the bills that he knew of. And then we just bought him out because he couldn't afford it anymore.
But from the time you bought the previous owner out, your father-in-law's been involved, and your father-in-law's been part owner.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll make the motion to defer this to next month and let them reissue another application.
Do we have a second?
Now, if they do I have a question. If they do a new application, is that a new $250 fee?
It would be if you denied the permit tonight.
Correct.
If you defer it and require them to submit the new application, we would not charge them the new
Okay.
fee.
I'll second.
But it does hold them from selling for another month.
Correct.
Okay. I'll second that motion.
Okay. All those in favor of that?
Aye.
All right.
No.
No.
Can we take a roll call? Madam Chair?
Okay, roll call. Miss Alice? Roll call on that. We had a
I
motion
was zoned
to
out.
defer it for another application.
The motion
And
to
your,
defer,
and I need a roll call on your vote was?
aye.
Aye.
Dana. Michael?
No.
Mine was no. So that one,
The motion fails, it's still an open item.
okay. I want to make another motion to accept it pending an appropriate application being submitted and no problems with the other owner's background check.
Discussion.
Okay?
Okay. And the reason I went the way I did is that this gentleman has been involved since October, and surely he's been getting the mail.
He wasn't an official owner, though. He was
But
just,
was he getting,
If he's
Was it
that
being
much
sent to
involved, he
him?
needs to be in, you know.
that's why I kind of feel like he's become that involved because it became apparent.
Since October. We've been sending these notices since January.
and when he officially
Correct.
became an owner, we paid everything. When the official documents with the lawyer, when he became owner, everything has been paid right on time. I mean, right when we became owner. He didn't want to pay for another person's business if he wasn't an official owner. It was kind of like paying.
I think what the board needs clarification on is, did your father-in-law start paying in October and then became an official owner in January, February?
He's been paying the rent of the building. He was paying for the food and the renting of the equipment. He wasn't aware of any, he wasn't aware of,
Licensings
Yeah.
or fees.
right, he wasn't aware. And whenever he became official owner, we had to regroup and get everything together, and that's when we said, what's going on, and we paid everything. And
So
now,
when was that, I think is what the board is concerned with? Was that this year?
yeah, we became, he and I became owners maybe 2 months ago. And then, like I said, it just left us in a debt. And then when we came in and we found out we couldn't even serve alcohol, it's already, now we're losing business. So I don't know.
See, that's where I kind of have the problem is I feel like you had a third person outsider that was funding because the bills were there, but was not being given the information on these are extra bills or anything until the final notices were being sent.
Right.
And I would say we couldn't even hold his father-in-law accountable anyway if he wasn't, legally on there. So if it can't, barring something on the background check, I don't think this.
But we still have an application that's not correct either.
And that, exactly.
True.
Yes. Yes.
So, we need to look at both sides of that, aspect.
I guess my thing is I hate to punish someone who's tried so
Right.
hard to get it right
Right.
with another month of no sales because of a misunderstanding on how to do the application. Granted, Mr. Brazier could have asked,
Okay, well,
because I put Alberto as a partner here on 16, should I have put him here?
Correct.
But he has at least put him on here. Just through a misunderstanding, doesn't have him on both parts. It's why I felt just a little bit more lenient toward allowing the 30 days to go ahead and sell without him losing a business waiting to get back here.
Okay. I'll second your motion.
Okay, the motion was to go ahead and give a permit pending a corrected application and
And
verification
background
on the
checks.
background check for the other partner.
thank you.
And we have the motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. That one has been taken care of, and Mr. Bruce will get with you in a couple of days to get you a permit. Or
After
get,
the permit's
get,
done.
get another application tomorrow, get it in here corrected, and then we'll get the background
We'll
check
do the
done.
background check and then
Come in
once-
tomorrow and do another application. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, do we have any other business?
As of right now, we do not have any applications for next month's meeting. The deadline, I believe, is next week. I will
So I
be
would
out
say
of,
that was an excellent decision.
I will be out of town the week of the next meeting, but if we do have applications, somebody will be here in my place.
I knew there was a reason that something was in the back of my mind. Yeah. So do we have any other business? All right, we'll adjourn the meeting of the Beer Board.